Hi, today we're gonna talk about writer's block, the nightmare of everyone who's creating something. Musicians, writers, all artists, movie makers, game makers, whoever is creating something, the worst nightmare is always writer's block. So you cannot create more and you have no more ideas and you don't know how to go out of the dark room that you are in. So today's gonna be about this, and we're gonna start from the beginning, because however we don't want to address it and however we want to talk around it, but it doesn't do with your creativity. So you're either creative or not, or you can develop your creativity. And this is not like I never was creative and I never will. No, that's not true. If your brain is working, you can be creative. You can be creative to the extent level. It's genetics, it's brain, how your brain gonna works and so on, and how your memory is working, how the connections in your brain actually are made, and did you made new one, and yeah, the new neurons that are connecting, is this even made, and so on. So creativity, it's not like, oh, I will never have this. No. Your brain is designed to be creative, because your brain basically is designed to solve problems of your survival. This is why we have brains, and our brains are bigger than, maybe not bigger in the size, but more complex than the other animals, because we are still animals. But we went out of the food chain, which is unbelievable. And we did it thanks to our brain. So the first creative things were like how to catch a fire, how to create a shelter, how to, I don't know, maybe get a female or protect female, how to get and protect children, I don't know, like things like that. Basic survival things. If you think about it, the life extension of people before us, it wasn't long. You lived 20 years sometimes. 100 years ago, 20 years, it was like a good old age. Then it was 30, 40, 50, 60, and now people live like 80, sometimes 90. Sometimes it's horrendous, sometimes it's pretty cool. 80 years old, sometimes it's horrendous, but still we are surviving, and a lot of this is because of our brains, because our brain is solving a riddle, a puzzle of how to survive. And the medicine is one of those puzzles. We started to gather the informations basically from the plants. What plants help us, because the over 70% of today's medicine is based on the plants. Yeah, I don't know, maybe you thought the same as me, that most of this is created in lab and maybe 30% is plant-based, but no, 70% of medicine that we use every day, and it's the most popular medicine, 70%, it's from the plants, from the outside world. It's just extraction and taking the right stuff out of it, but it's from nature. The rest is combination of laboratory. So the medicine is kind of our creativity to survive. I wouldn't say that making wars is creativity to survive, because obviously it's creativity to end our short stay on Earth. But if you think in a protective aspect of it, then the war and weapons make pretty good sense. Of course, there are gonna be bad people that they want to use this in completely different way, and to manage the power and to just show other people that they are better. Of course, it's gonna be like this always. That's since the beginning, and it's gonna be till the end. It's also from our brains, so yeah. But creativity, solving problems. Okay, solving problems. So, what's up with this brain and this whole creativity? Basically, when you're doing creative stuff, you're solving the problem. You don't look at it as a solving problem. You look at it as art, but you're solving a problem. When you're a musician, you're playing riff on a rehearsal, and this doesn't fit, and suddenly one riff is like, just clicks, and it's cool. It sounds cool for you. And then you show your buddies, and you're like, hey, I have this riff, listen, what do you think? Maybe some bass line, maybe some drums, maybe you can do some vocals, maybe we can do something from this, maybe like a bridge, and then the second part, and so on. And this is solving a problem, actually. This is not like, oh, creating. No. We call this, because we put like a code around it. We call this creativity, but it's solving a problem. We cannot unrun solving the problems. We cannot. This is just impossible. This is life and surviving. It's solving problems constantly, ever, always. So like, let's not waste time for why we have to do it, because our brain is designed this, and if we don't solve the problems, our brain will put us in a problematic situation so he can solve the problem. That's why we make problems in our lives without anything, because it's too boring for our brain, and our brain is like, you know what, I'm not solving any problems, any puzzles, so I'm gonna create one. I'm going to create one for you. I'm going to put you in the situation where you are basically, and yeah, you're going to solve it anyway. This is our brain. So creativity is like giving our brain food, using our brain for what was designed. And was designed for solving a problem. So you're a musician, you play this riff, you need to figure it out how to do the bridge, you need to figure it out the second part of the song, maybe like a solo or like a melody, whatever you're gonna do, you're solving a problem, you're looking for a solution. You try, then either you don't have enough time, you don't have any more time for looking for the solution, or you find the right one. Either way, this is an end of the problem solving. It's gonna stay like this because we don't have a time. It's gonna stay like this because it's the best solution. That's it. And most of the things are solved like this in the world. Industrial things that you use every day, they are not better because somebody said like, we need to distribute this. It can be always more perfect. We can always do it better, but if we work on it right now and we don't distribute it to the people and we start selling, we're never gonna get money, and this project is our last project. So simple. So amazing that you wanna work on it and make it completely perfect, but also let's be realistic. Time is end. The product is okay. It's acceptable. We can distribute and learn from the first mistakes that will come out, and fix slowly our product to be a perfect product. Yeah, this was the before like a second or third industrial revolution, where the money played the role more than product and the quality. This was the thing. That's why the old stuff from like 50s, 60s, 70s didn't break, even from 80s. Like you could have this like speakers for your sound system, and they just work. because they were perfected throughout the years, and this was the model. They sold only one model or two models, and it was expensive, but it was like indestructible. They tested, they fixed all the small issues, and it was perfect product. So, solving problems. Now, you sit in the front of your computer or notebook or whatever, are you sitting like a writer's room, whatever is the situation, and you are starting to sweat because you have no ideas, you have no like clues, you have nothing. You have nothing, and you know that soon you're gonna be it's going to be shown that you are a fake. You are not creator. It's going to be revealed that you are not the creator. You are just like a fakey that is pretending that is he or she is a creator. And this is one of the pressures that comes to the writer's block. The second one is I'm not good enough. I don't want to go to the childhood traumas, but we're gonna because you're not good enough. It's really from the childhood. It's from your parents, close family, then from your from the children from the school, your close children from the school, and then from the teachers. And at the end, you are there also. So you can blame it on them, but yeah, they have some blame. But at the end, it's you, because when we grow, we can be victims, of course. Everything is because somebody, not because of us. But in the end, like I would say, after 25 maybe, surely after 30, I got a bad news for you. You're the one. You're the one that is making this mistake and choosing it. Because they are all gonna be dead. They are all mostly not in your life, maybe parents, but your children from the school, from the beginning of the school, few classes, first classes, they are not here with you anymore. They don't have an influence on you. Of course, you are copying this mechanism that you had, that the people outside have an influence on you, of course, because it's written inside of you. It's in your like a base matrix. It's written down. Give the influence to other people. So I try my best to not make a mistake, so the people don't laugh at me, don't think I'm bad. I don't want to make mistake. I don't want to make mistake. So I don't do anything to make mistake. And doing nothing, it's perfect for not making mistake, but this is like not moving. You're not doing anything. You're not progressing. You're not growing. You're just standing there like this. I don't make any mistakes. I'm proud of myself. Amazing. So I'm going to tell you right now, mistakes are part of the process. Mistakes are physically part of the process. If you think that the best of the best don't make mistakes in their work, man or woman, man or girl, you guys are wrong and completely wrong. So yeah, you are completely wrong, because if you do something, there is a percentage that there's going to be mistakes in every area. Is this industrial area, is this creative area, is this life area? If you do something first time, if you do something that you are not copying the already ready to go and checked plan that somebody used to did, and now you are just walking through the steps of other people. If you do something completely new or for the first time for you, there are gonna be mistakes. And yes, stupid people, let's call them for what they are. They're gonna laugh from you. They're gonna tell that you are not good enough and you are not good at it. And you should be very careful and look at those people, write maybe their names, and not have them in the long run besides you. Because those are not people that are gonna help you in life. Those people should be very far away from you. Even if they are close physically, you should be always far away from them. So at the end of the day, it's about you. You don't have idea how to move this part of the book, of the story, of the song, of the whatever are you doing. And it's about you. It's about facing that you don't want to suck and you don't want to be laughed off and lose your reputation and whatever it is negative. Yeah, it can happen. It can also happen when you deliver amazing product, because people are gonna say like, oh, he delivered or she delivered amazing product and we don't like this. We don't like this because this means that this person is successful, and we don't like this. We're gonna now make some stuff, and we're gonna tell this person is no good. Also happens, especially if you, I don't know, somebody's ego is on the line, not yours, but somebody else, and they are more powerful than you. Then, well, you can do your amazing job without writer's block, and either way the end result is gonna be not so good for you, and people gonna, like, I don't want to say the magical word, but they're not gonna like you for whatever reason they want to find. And this I also observe when I worked in the show business. People just started to hate the artist because he was visible. They didn't know his music. They didn't know his private life. They just saw a picture and, oh, now this is the person that is public, and I don't like this person. Why? Because of the picture. I don't like this person from the picture. But do you know this person? No. But I don't like this person from the picture. Done. So you have to take all this pressure, and you have to understand that this pressure builds cortisol in your body. And cortisol blocks parts of your brain that they are creative. And this is pure science. If you put a lot of pressure on yourself from outside, because, I don't know, you have to write this book in 1 month or whatever, you're gonna lose your contract, or you have this client and you have to prepare I don't know, his speech or her speech, or whatever it is, you have a pressure, like something is pushing you. And now you want to be as good as usual under the pressure. You are not relaxed, you are not chill, you are not in your top form, and you want to perform as you in your top form. And when you don't perform, you are like, oh, what is happening? I'm not good enough. Maybe I didn't had it in the first place. Maybe I will not have it anymore, and so on. And you just block yourself. And then you sit in the front of your computer and you cannot write anything. And you're like, I have nothing. I cannot write a few sentences. So you have to understand that the cortisol is blocking parts of your brain that they are doing your creativity. And cortisol in a short run can help you. In the long run will kill you. Look it up, cortisol hormone. You can read it even on Wikipedia. I didn't say this, but I did. So check out the cortisol and what does it for your brain and for your body, and then you're gonna understand. So, but okay, this is like what is happening. Now you know what is happening in your writer's block. What is it, and everything, even the medical part of it. Now you know, but what is the solution? The solution is very simple. You either write shit, I'm sorry for the French, you either write the shit, or and you are like, oh, this is shitty, but I'm writing, creating, or you skip. What? Yeah, skip the part where you are blocked. It's so simple. So this is the very simple exercise solution. I do it all the time because I also sometimes get the writer's block, and I think one of the aspects that I didn't say also about writer's block, when you have a dopamine, because you have an idea, you are realizing this idea, it's exciting. It's dopamine. It's a little bit of adrenaline and it's a dopamine. It's exciting. And this motivates you every day. And then after day after day after day, it just starts to look like a work. And dopamine is wear off, is complete, it's gone. And your brain is like, yeah, it's not fun anymore. So you have to make it fun again for your brain. And start solving problems because your brain likes it. And even if you think you cannot solve the problem, the puzzle, your brain will do it for you. 100%. It's just a matter of time. So the matter of time you can spend two different ways. For the cortisol, of course, like you can read in the internet, even from the AI will tell you contact with other person. It will give you the different hormones that they will neutralize the cortisol. Oxytocin is one of those. Petting a dog or cat, hugging, it's also kissing, walks. That's why sometimes writers say, when I have a writer's block, I just go for a long walk. Yeah, because it gives you dopamine, and dopamine levels the cortisol, but the strongest one is oxytocin. So it's like a sex, love, and the connection with the other person or other being, because dog is not a person. I mean, a little bit, but still they don't pay taxes. So the walk is for something fun. That I don't know. You like to go for a sauna or massage, go for a sauna and massage. You like go for the gym, go for the gym. Something that will move your dopamine. Food is just spike of dopamine and then it will go down. Just read about dopamine. It's free. How to spike your dopamine more. So this will level up the cortisol, dopamine and oxytocin. So this is the medical thing. But for your physical thing, I have to solve this problem now. So there are two ways, only two ways. You either continue writing where you finished, and you write bullshit, complete baloney, whatever, like a child that is playing for the first time with the crayons. That's it, nothing more, just playing with crayons. So you can do this. And you just write, create, whatever. First part is amazing of your writing, and then you have a block, and then it looks like somebody other is writing your book or story again, or create a song, whatever. But yeah, why this part is important and what this solve, because after a while your brain will click again for the dopamine that you had before from creating, and your brain will remember. It's like a muscle memory. Your brain will remember, I like creating, I like solving problems, let's solve something harder, because these simple puzzles are nothing to me, I'm bored. And then its creative process is gonna go in a normal, a complicated way, most I would say complex. It's more complex than, yeah. So this is the first thing. You just write bullshit. You just write whatever it's gonna there's no bad idea, and now the main character is you end up finishing in a suspense moment, and now the main character is vaping for 10 pages and talking to himself about vaping, how amazing it is, how the cloud is, whatever it is, bullshit, complete baloney. You do this, and after, I would give it if you are writing, I would give it maximum 10 to 15 pages. It's gonna unlock you, and you're gonna be back in the saddle. Second thing is to skip the part where you are blocked, because you cannot obviously solve the puzzle. Your brain at the moment cannot solve the puzzle from the plot, from the character, or from the dialogue, whatever it is. Your brain cannot solve it right now. Skip this part. Skip this part and go to the part which is fun for you, that gives you dopamine and will revive the creative process. So, I don't know, you are in a dramatic moment. And one thing, you can always cut this off. If you are writing sad book and you have a writer's block, how you can skip the sad part, write something happy, like a little fire in the heart of the darkness. Write this. Write this. You can cut it out. If you want your, for example, book, story, movie, game to be completely dark, you can always cut it out at the end. But this is for you to move out from this darkness and to have a fun. So you go to the fun. I know it sounds crazy, but it works. It just works. I give you the working tool. I don't baloney you. So you skip the part and you write something fun. Whatever it is fun for you, not for the main character, not for, like, they went to the moon. They went to the moon and they throw rocks at each other and they are jumping this funny way with lesser gravity or something. Like, they're doing whatever you wish they do and whatever is fun. They go for a vacation. Suddenly they buy tickets and they go for a vacation. They drink drinks in the front of the hotel. They go to the beach and they have fun. I don't know. Whatever is fun for you. But it has to be fun. And it cannot be for anyone else. It has to be for you. Because this moment, it's your writer's block is personal. It's your writer's block. It's not nobody else's. It's yours. So you have to make fun to make writer's block away. So you either write and you write shit and then you cut it because it's gonna come back and you don't have to worry. You just have to take out this baloney that is stacking the right content and then it's gonna be okay. Or you skip the part and you write somewhere in the future and you make it fun. And you either then go with your story to this fun moment, and this gives you also fun and solving problems, because like, I'm here, I have to be here, but this is completely different. It's like, here is Asia and I'm here, I don't know, in Antarctica or something, wherever, Greenland. How I have to combine those, like, what happened, like, and this is the puzzle for your brain, and your brain will solve it, for sure, it will solve it. However, like, whatever idea, it's going to be okay. And yeah, you skip the part and you write further away that is more fun for you and more clear, and you have, even if you don't have a vision, like, it's just for you to move, because you have to move forward, you have to fill out the pages, you have to complete the project. Even if there are other authors involved in the project, you have to do your job. And we can call it creative process, we can call it being an artist, but this is the job. The job is to fulfill the project that you imagined and to share this project with other people. And so this project can be shared with other people. This is the job, that's so easy. So don't complicate this. You already complicated. That's why you have a writer's block. Yeah, you have to take a long walk with a latte or matcha and think about what brings you to this point. But then you just say, okay, but I'm going out of this point, and you have to make the decision. And when you make a decision, you're going to make an action. When you're going to make an action, your creativity is going to come back, because you cannot kill the creativity. I tried many times, many times, with a lot of things that I'm not going to mention. Maybe one, like depression. I tried to kill it with depression also. I had many years of depression behind me, and yeah, but depression couldn't do it. yeah, the creativity is still there. The will to have fun and to solve the puzzle. This is creativity. The will. I'm willing to solve this puzzle. It's gonna take me like 1 year. It's okay. I'm gonna make it fun. Like eat cookies while I'm solving the problem and calling like funny people and having fun with them on the phone. Whatever. So here you go. Here you got this. You got this. It's everyone sooner or later got the writer's block. I got writer's block in my first book. Around 1/3, I guess, or 1/4, something like this. I was like, it was like a rush for me. I wrote so many pages, and then I wake up one day and I was like, oh my God, I have nothing. So I wrote the other book about writing because I wanted to know like what I did the right way before that I could write so fast and so easy. And I figured it out. I wrote a book about it. And then I came back to writing the book that I was writing in the first place, and it was easy as walk in the park. It was just cotton candy and cookies and molten chocolate. It was like super easy. I just had fun. So yeah, this is for you. A useful tool that you can use every time you're blocked from creating, writing, or whatever it is. Creative process. Have a great day or night or whatever part of the day you are, maybe at work, who knows. See you next time. Cheers.